Hello, it's Fiery Grace the Gifted. I'm here with a divine masculine channeled love letter. As always, personalized love letters and exclusives are available at thefierygrace.com. Do keep in mind I've been led to complete a letter today for those in separation. This message, like all love letters, may not resonate for everyone. Let's find out what message the divine masculine has for us today. Hey, I know you're really focused. I know that you see something in me and sense something in me and feel something between us. And you believe so strongly that you let that guide you. Every move you make, every breath you take, your focus is our love. And I want you to know that even though I'm not exactly sure about anything, that deep down, I want to be everything you think I am. I want to be focused and ready and strong. I want to lead us. I want it all, but I'm not exactly sure how. And I'm not really sure that I can. I want you to know that I see you. And I don't always understand it, but a part of me gets it. I know what it's like to want something, someone. I know what it's like to be sure about something. A part of me does find it easy to put myself in your shoes, but it's the part of me that doubts. That's the part of me that I don't know how to reveal to you without upsetting you. The truth is, I don't know sometimes. I feel like all I can see is the fear and what could go wrong. And the path in front of me looks really hazy. So as much as I want to ride in and sweep you off your feet, I just don't know if I can. I think I'm most afraid of riding in and disappointing you again. You're so sure. And there's a lot of demands and commands that come with that surety that I just don't know if I can fulfill right now. You can emerge from the fog, clear it with your own mind. You have this nature about you that is really intimidating in a lot of ways. I know that in your mind, you think that everything you do it is in kindness, and maybe you're right. But sometimes I really do feel pressured, and I get enough pressure from the world. It's just hard to explain. Half the time I feel like I'm fighting things that aren't even there. And the other time I feel like when I'm not ready to fight, that's when I'm ambushed. There were times in my life where I wore my heart on my sleeve. But those times are over. I'm not that person anymore. And even though I know sometimes I fight things that aren't there, I also know that sometimes I'm fighting a real battle. That there are some things in my life that I really have to fight through, and all I can think about is being on the battlefield and looking over and seeing you there. I would lose. I would. Because I would be so distracted and worried about protecting you. I know it doesn't seem like it, but that's how I feel now. Even now, I want to make sure that I can do that. And until I can be that person for you, I feel like I have to protect you from me. You are so ready. You're so open. You're so willing. And you're so in tune. I want to see through your eyes, but it's hard enough putting myself in your shoes. Even if I did, I feel like I wouldn't really understand it. It's like we have two different prescriptions of glasses, and I don't know if looking through that lens that you have is even possible for me. But I want you to know I do care. I know I don't always act like it. I know that I seem like I'm always looking for the next best thing, but that's not it. It's just in the past, I've settled for things that weren't right for me, and you know that. And I've also moved too quickly and fell really hard. I know that you are so worth the sacrifice. And yet I'm still really, really terrified of what it means to make this sacred commitment to you, to us, to our future, a future that probably would begin right then. I feel like I still have so much to learn. I feel like I still have a lot of room to grow. And I want to be as close to the person you think I am as possible. And right now, I'm still too afraid to even begin to show you what I'm learning. I'm worried that as I continue to grow, I'm not becoming more like you. And as I say it, a part of me knows that that's not what you want, but a part of me also knows that person I become might be a shock to you. In many ways, you met me when I was at my worst, or headed there. I don't even know who I'm going to be when I find a way to heal from all of this. When I reach the top of the mountain, when I start to envision my future. Believe me, I've tried to see it now. I've tried to think about what I could be and who I would be. I've done it, but I feel like I'm so limited by who I am right now that it's kind of hard to see past that. You're so wise that I have to ask, do you get that? Maybe you're right. Maybe the person that you see me becoming is exactly who I'll be. But what if you're wrong? What if I'm not worse, but just different? Will you be disappointed? Because I feel stuck sometimes. And a part of the reason why is because I'm trying so hard to make sure I can be who you need me to be. But I think most of the things that I want to become are what you want me to be. Maybe there's a difference. Maybe we both are going to have different motives in the future. All I know is I don't want to keep putting you on the back burner. I think it's important for me to do this right. If what you believe is real, then I have to change in the healthiest way possible. I've got to grow up, and it can't be with you almost like my mom. That I know that's not what you want either, so have you not noticed that sometimes that's what it's like? Sometimes it's like I know how much I disappoint you, even though you love me, just like a mom. And I know there's so much you want to teach me, but I want to learn it on my own, just like a kid. Maybe that is part of me just being childish, but I don't know. I have a feeling that I have to do this on my own. I have a feeling I have to make sense of all of this in my own time, including making sense of who I really am. Honestly, I think that you're right about a lot of things. I do. I just think that I need more time so that I can figure out the other side. And before I come to you full of conflict and frustration and pain, I need to get a hold of myself. I don't want to be intimidated by you for the rest of our life. And I know you want an equal. Someone who can lead the way when you can't. So forgive me if I seem committed to this path I'm on, but just when I think that maybe I've made a mistake, I have a breakthrough. Just when I think maybe I'm wrong, things really open up and I start to get my confidence back. I know it's hard to understand, but I may not really have all the answers for you about us, but I'm starting to do a lot more to get answers about me. And maybe at first that's not enough, but I think you get it. I hope you get it. And I hope that you understand that it's really hard to figure out what exactly I bring to the table when you have it all. But I do know it's something. And I know you're going to tell me you're not perfect, but how can that be true when you're perfect for me? At the very least, compared to me, you have a lot more going for you and a lot more to offer this world. And I don't really know what I'm doing or who I am. Not all the way, not yet. I don't want to bring you into this. I don't want to bring you into a place where all we're going to experience is pain because I still have to get it together. And I don't want to be anything but what you need me to be. And right now, I feel like in my worst, all I'm going to do is gaslight you and ghost you and run from every good thing you've got. I don't want to trap you with me in this darkness. And if it's not time for me to leave this yet, there's nothing you can do. There was a time where I really hoped that magic in you could do something about this and I could just sit back and relax and let it happen, but I think you and I both know that's not the case. It's not to say that you're not magical enough. I think that I'm supposed to learn to depend on something different. I've tried the ego route. I've let all my demons win. So now, rather than relying on someone who's supposed to be my partner and my equal, I think I need to learn to rely on something bigger, like you do, so that I can really be there for you like you're there for me. And no, there's a lot I have to do to stop choosing the lower path and the wrong choices and decisions that just lead me deeper into confusion and chaos. I know it. I'm starting to believe in myself a little bit more, and I think I'm on the right path. But I can only see so far in front of me, and so I don't have all the answers for you. I needed to say this to you today because there's something I really need. I really need this from you. I need you to be happy. I need you to celebrate. I need you to smile. Because thinking about the pain that I've caused you, thinking about everything that I've put you through, even just the waiting, I know I probably don't deserve your happiness. I deserve to know what I've hurt you with and what I've done to you and where I've brought you to, but I also know you are so strong. And if I could just imagine you in that strength, smiling through it all, if I could think to myself, what would you do? Instead of thinking, what are you doing? And immediately imagining you frustrated and in pain, missing me. It's not really the most encouraging thing. And I know I don't deserve encouragement, but it would just, to be able to think of you and to see you happy, to see you at your best. That's what drives me. That's the light that leads me out. One day, I'll make all of it up to you. But right now, I don't know how to do that. All I can do is hope that you get this message. And that you know I'm thinking of you. And that you understand just how powerful you are. And how much you influence everything I do. I'm working on it. Every day. I'm working on it. And I hope that the more I do this work, the more I can think of you when the days get hard and the nights are long. And I can remember your joy and your peace and your love. Because you give me those things even though I don't deserve them. So maybe you can do this for me too.